This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports. It is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Today's broadcast features D-Biz on production and camera and CDS on commentary. We hope you enjoy it.
All right. Hey, we're up and running. A little bit late on the audio here, but it is the Stars taking on the Mustangs. Firing in was Nicolaitis there. Sorry about the audio difficulties. We'll try and get them sorted as we roll on from Abe Stark. It's an Q game, and it's shot in there by Nicolaitis. 14:30 left to go here in the first. And it's a stream that might still be buffering for you. Just some technical difficulties as we get set here, but it's an LIAHL Q game from Abe Stark on a Monday night special just for you. It's the last LIAHL Q game in the Prestige Stars 2023-2024 season, and it determines their seeding for the state play-in tournament. They can go as high as the 3 seed, might end up as the 4 seed if they lose or tie tonight, but in any event, it's the Stars trying to work that puck into the offensive zone. They do. Sammy Schulman back for Oliver Zimmage on the puck. Shoots in. That one hits a face mask. Oh, the puck hops over Bizarro's stick at the last second. He was home free at the back post, but the Ice Monster able to take the puck off him, and now the Mustangs work that puck forward. At our next stoppage in play, we have a couple of special messages for you from Abe Stark. But first, it's Zimmage in. Tight angle shot hits the side of the cage. He's going to take it all the way behind the net and work that puck over to the far side of the ice. Turning with it is Zimmage there. The Mustangs able to pull that puck off his stick momentarily, but Schulman in for support on the forehand, works it deeper for Zimmage. Zimmage comes to the side of the cage, fires that off the stick, and that puck is racked up to the near half wall. Schaefer with a nice zone keep, works that up toward Bizarro, who intercepts a pass. Bizarro dances in deeper on the backhand, curls behind the net, finds a little bit of open ice on the far side. Dump pass there for Fauci, who'd come onto the ice. Stars getting a line change in here while in the offensive zone. It's now the Mustangs working that up and out. Farrell will collect and work that puck right back into the offensive zone. He feathers it past a man, breaking in. Fauci stays at the far half wall and works that puck deeper, trying to find Farrell in the offensive zone. Back on the ice there is Jacob Fisher at the near half wall, but that puck's going to be batted up and out of the zone. The Stars nearly go for a change, and they get it. It's Coronati first to it as we tick under 13 minutes left to play. On the puck now, it's Russo working that into the offensive zone, and the Mustangs will turn the other way with it. Schaefer gets back on this puck, should go for an icing, but icing waived. No icing call here from the officials. The Stars bench doesn't like it at all, but onward we play. Two Mustangs in the slot, all alone, spinning, shooting wide, and so it's going to be the Stars working that puck up and out. It's now the Stars into the offensive zone. Coronati, shovel pass over for Russo, who flicks it up and just over the cage. And now the Mustangs will collect in what's turning into a track meet in the early going here from Abe Stark. Settling that puck down is the captain, McCarthy, over for Coronati. Coronati back for Gorloff. Gorloff with a nice no-look backhanded pass, and now the headman pass connects for Russo. McCarthy picks it up in stride. McCarthy all the way to the offensive zone. Oh boy, dances past a man, takes the puck all the way to the end boards, and now he's looking for Nicolaitis. He kicks the puck over to him. Nicolaitis will turn on the backhand with the puck far corner. Nicolaitis dumps it deeper for McCarthy, who comes out in front, shovels it over toward Bizarro. Can't get his hands on it. Could Dom Bizarro, so he guides it over to the near half wall, but the Mustangs will flick that up and out. Settling that puck is Farrell. Farrell for McCarthy. 11:32 left to go here in the first. McCarthy loads up. It's Bizarro taking over that loose puck. It comes over to Nicolaitis. He hits the side of the cage. Nicolaitis on the puck in the far corner. Harassed there by a Mustangs man. He takes a big hit in front of the Zamboni, but he'll hop back to his skates, and Gorloff will track back to his own zone. Farrell receives that Gorloff pass, jams it off the boards, finds McCarthy. McCarthy across the ice. He's going to connect with Bizarro. Bizarro past a man into the offensive zone. He shoots, and it's saved up into the netting. An electric start here for the Stars, but they can't find the back of the net. So with 11 the boards, finds McCarthy. McCarthy across the ice. He's going to connect with Bizarro. Bizarro past the man into the offensive zone. He shoots, and it's saved up into the net. MKS, no, not yet. We'll wait for just a moment on that. It's the Stars winning that faceoff forward into the offensive zone. It stays. Schaefer with a slapper in. Shoulder save there, and then it's swiped up and out of the zone. This rolling puck's not going to go for an icing. Speaker will settle it down there for Coronati. Coronati on the puck, dances out from behind his cage, and that puck hits a Mustang on the clear attempt. Zimmage all over his man to separate him from the puck. Turning with it is Fisher, who works it over for Coronati. Coronati right back to Fisher. Fisher in stride, forward with Zimmage, down the center of the ice. Fisher gets bodied there, and the Mustangs look to take over and send that up and out of the zone, but it comes to Fisher on the forehand, who has to stop and delay. He looks for Zimmage, one-timer off the face mask of the Mustangs netminder, who has done very well in the early going here. Puck rolls up toward Coronati. It's slapped in much deeper, and the Mustangs will try and turn with that puck at the far half wall. Soft zone exit. Finds Schaefer, who delays, leaves it at the blue line, and the Mustangs send it right back down the other way. This one might go for an icing, and again it does not. And so it's Coronati racking that to the far side of the ice. The Mustangs with a zone keep. It's the Mustangs now working that puck at the top of the far circle. They'll kick it farther there, but tracking back was Bizarro, and then the long reach turns with it and pulls it this way and that. Skates it across the defensive zone, and it'll be Bizarro gaining center ice and the offensive zone as the Stars make a change. It's Bizarro on the forehand. That puck again hits the face mask and goes up into the netting. And so we'll get a stoppage in play here with time to wish Lillian a very happy birthday from Midnight Sports. Thanks so much for watching all season, Lillian. And we hope today was a great one for you. far side of the ice face-off. Fauci wins that over to the half wall, pinching it is Fairhouse, slapping it off a shin guard, but it's Gorloff who gets that puck out. It's loose. Sliding across is the Mustangs netminder. Down goes Russo right in the blue paint. Fauci able to feather it lower for him. Russo on the puck. He takes a hit there. Tries to send that puck across. He's got a man holding his stick. No arm raised, though, by the officials. And so Gorloff works it down for Fauci. Fauci for Russo. Russo looks across, trying to get Fauci, who is creeping back post there. Fauci gets that puck back and sends it just in a bit deeper. Now it's the Mustangs looking to break out on the other side of the ice, but it was Bizarro who took the puck off his man. Bizarro curls toward the slot. Rolling puck, though, is going to come up to a Mustang momentarily until Russo gets in the way and jams it farther. Russo nearly held the zone entirely by himself against 3 Mustangs, and now it's the Stars having to wait to send that puck back into the zone. It was Farrow who was bodied by 2 or 3 men, able to keep that puck near the advertising board, but now the Mustangs will fire that puck all the way in. And it'll be Speaker just covering it up as a Mustang was right by him. 8:35 left to go in a first period that hasn't seen too many stoppages. And it's a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Well, it'll be Nicolaitis at the far dot to take this faceoff. He's got Schaefer in the slot awaiting, and Schulman comes away with it. McCarthy on the near side of the ice. It's going to be reversed around for Coronati. Coronati on the puck up toward Schulman. Schulman now racks that off the advertising boards. Up and out it goes on the stick of McCarthy. Now the Mustangs, though, look to get in business in the offensive zone here as Coronati bodies his man off the puck, retrieves it, uses the boards to get it over to Schaefer. Sam Coronati did very well to help that breakout, and Schaefer did the rest. It's McCarthy gaining the line as that puck goes all the way across the end line. Coming up is Coronati, firing it in, kicked aside by the Mustangs. Schulman racks it over toward McCarthy, back to Schulman off a skate, and now the Mustangs will use momentum on the far side of the ice to try and get this out. Long reach, and Nicolaitis breaks up that zone breakout play. Now Schulman tries to go past a man. He's got 2 Mustangs on him. He gets upended there, and that puck is worked up to the top of the zone and now out. So Coronati will turn for it. Schaefer with him as that rolling puck is going to be found by Coronati first. He settles it down, tries to reverse over. It's the Mustangs firing up. Look out, it's at the top of the slot. They can't settle it down, and now it's a mini break for McCarthy. McCarthy all the way into the offensive zone. He rounds the netminder, misses wide, and we'll get a stoppage in play here, though, as the net is off its moorings. And so Stars with the best chance of the evening so far there. And McCarthy just had the puck roll off the top of his stick at the last second. Otherwise, he had canned the netminder and was looking to pot it in the back. Instead, it'll be an offensive zone draw here for Zimmage. Zimmage tries to work it over toward Fisher. Firing on the forecheck was Bizarro. Puck in the far corner. Zimmage will take over. He turns with it on the backhand, trying to pop it out front toward Fisher. But the Mustangs able to escape the zone the other way. It's the Mustangs all the way in toward the offensive zone as that puck again sits at the advertising boards, but the Stars break out the other way. Nice little saucer for Fisher into the zone. Fisher tries to send that over to the slot, hits a stick, but Bizarro corrals it, comes around his man to the side of the net. Behind the net now on the backhand is Dominic Bizarro. He'll turn, fire it deeper. It finds a Mustang stick, but the clear attempt hits a Mustang's body, and pinching in is Gorloff to keep the zone. Zimmage first to it at the end boards. He dances around his man, comes out front, one-timer in, and it's saved nicely off the stick of Bizarro, who didn't get full purchase on that puck. So 6:39 left to go here in the first. Still a scoreless game from Abe Stark, as it's the Stars putting pressure on the Mustangs, but so far the Mustangs standing tall. Well, it's Russo at the dot. That puck's one up to the far point, sent all the way across the blue line. Schaefer comes in, shoots in, and that puck goes high and wide off a deflection. Russo picks up the loose change. Russo all the way across for Schaefer, who had crept all the way into the offensive zone at the dot. He'll have to feather that one down so he can regain his position here at the near point. It's Schaefer throwing that across, looking for a deflection. It's kicked out by the Mustangs netminder, but the Stars, through Fauci, keep the zone. Puck sits at the far half well, and it's Fauci throwing that across for McCarthy. McCarthy. Waiting was Russo, and now it will be the Mustangs working that up to the near half wall. Bodying his man nicely, though, was Fauci so as not to take a penalty, but gum up the play. Mustangs get another shot at it. They rack it off the board. Schaefer intercepts in the neutral zone, and he goes point to point back for Coronati. It's Coronati up for McCarthy, who's able to tap that farther on the proper side of the line, and he can go for a change. Fauci forces an early pass. That one's going to come all the way out of the zone, and so Schaefer back out there to collect. Schaefer to Coronati for Bizarro. Bizarro splits two men. A third runs into him, but the Stars able to shovel that forward momentarily. A broken play. The Mustangs will dump on in, and Coronati will turn for it in his own zone. Coronati over for Schaefer. 5.5 left to go in the first. Stars break out of the zone once again, but it rolls to a Mustang stick. Does the puck. Long Island Mustangs have it poke checked away, and now it's Bizarro over into the zone with Nicolaitis. Bizarro circles the zone into the near circle. He leaves it there for Nicolaitis, who sends it right back down for Bizarro. Now Shulman looks to take over in the far corner. Shulman back for Bizarro. Bizarro with a little time and space. In creeps Nicolaitis to the low slot. Bouncing puck comes toward the blue paint, but not close enough to a Stars player. It's now Farrow keeping the zone. Back down for Bizarro. Bizarro feathers it farther for Shulman. Shulman at the end boards. Turns to the forehand. Looks across. Nicolaitis calls for a one-timer. Instead, puck went to the end line, and now the Mustangs throw that up and out of the zone. Icing inexplicably waved there, and so it'll be the Stars coming back. The officials thought that puck came close enough to Gorloff for him to touch up. Usually not how that play goes, but instead it's a quick up for the Stars. Bizarro for Nicolaitis into the slot. Puck rolls off his stick. He gets it back and jams it deep as that rolling puck comes to the near corner. Mustangs will fire that up and off the dasher, but Gorloff plucks it out of the air on his stick, throws it across the zone, and now Shulman tries to track it down. Creeping in there were the Stars through Farrow to try and keep the zone, I should say. Gorloff has the puck on his stick momentarily. Now the Mustangs all the way in, and we'll see here what the call is. It's going to be a hook, certainly. And so the Stars will go to the box first here with 4:01 remaining to go in the first. It's a trip, and the Stars to the box for 2 minutes. Gives us time to remind you, go ahead and hit that follow button on Instagram at midnight_sports. We'd appreciate the follow, and you can stay up to date with the latest Midnight Sports broadcasts. All right, 2 minutes on the board. Stars need to kill it off. Home team in white. It's Zimmage working that back for Schaefer. Schaefer around to the far side. Coronati racks that up and out of the zone. It's going to go for an icing, and so 9 seconds killed on the penalty to Nicolaitis. We'll do it all over again on the far side of the ice from Abe Stark. It's Fauci at the dot there. It's one over to the half wall. Mustangs control now at the far point. They look to set up a pass to the near side of the ice. It nearly misses, but the Mustangs have the puck back and possession there. Zimmage bodies his man, rolling puck up to the near point. Slapper comes in, deflection, kicked aside by Speaker, and it'll be the Mustangs working that puck in the near corner once again. Rolling puck finds a Mustang stick. Dangerous territory here for the Mustangs. They work it to the far half wall. They look to shoot in again. Speaker catches that at first, and then it's slapped off the glove and up and out. A nice feathered puck by Fauci up and out of the zone. 1:15 left to go on the man advantage as the Mustangs have to reset in the neutral zone. Zimmage on the forecheck. Puck comes over to the near side of the ice. Schaefer takes a slap at it, works it up toward the blue line, not out of the zone just yet. Second bite at the apple, now a third, gets it up and out, and the Mustangs will have to reset in the neutral zone, but they're offside, so 59 seconds left to go on the man advantage here for the road team in red. 3:01 left to go in the first period. And it'll be Russo with Shulman as the forward penalty killers, Farrow and Gorloff as the defenders. Russo ties up his man, kicks the puck forward. The Mustangs will come away with it at the logo. They dump in softly, and Farrow goes to retrieve. Farrow able to sweep that over toward Gorloff, who uses the boards to chip that up to the near point. Shot comes in, but it was Russo with a great shot block. And now the Mustangs work the other side of the ice in the offensive zone. They try to throw it toward the slot. It's going to be slapped up and out, and should go for an icing. It does. 33 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 2:34 left to go in the first period. Well, we couldn't tell you at the top of the broadcast, a little bit of an equipment problem, but this game really does, for a win for the Stars, mean the 3rd seed in the state playdown bracket. And a loss or a tie sees them slip to the 4th seed and move to the other side of the bracket. The Mustangs can move up as high as 6th from their current 8th position, or to 7th, depending on the goal difference if they win. And so, both teams a lot to play for here. 17 seconds left to go in the man advantage. It's the Mustangs, top of the slot. They're able to work that down deep to the near corner. They throw it across. Speaker sticks that aside. It's the Mustangs turning for it. They're on the forehand. Far circle. They shoot in. They score. Oh, there's a screenshot there, and the Mustangs draw first blood on the power play. And so with 2:05 left in the first, it's the Mustangs 1, the Stars nothing. Well, the Stars had tilted the ice there for the first portion of the period, but it was a Mustangs power play goal that sees them take the lead late on here in the first period. Puck's dropped, one forward by the Mustangs. They pour in the offensive end, but Pizarro will come away with the puck in his own zone. He slaps it over for Coronati. Coronati on the puck. Will work that up into the neutral zone. Comes Coronati all the way into the offensive zone. Tries to shovel it farther. Runs into a Mustang there. Turning for it is Fisher. Takes the puck out of the zone, but to keep possession of it. Fisher on the puck all the way back into his own zone on the forehand. Thinks about using the boards, but instead he's going to skate this into the offensive zone himself. Fisher still on the puck. Turns, drop pass for Pizarro. Pizarro carries it farther, all the way toward the slot. Rolling puck, he gets upended. No penalty called once again, and so onward we play. Well, Pizarro pulled down with what was pretty clearly a hook there in the slot. The refs, though, uninterested, and so long as they continue to call it both ways, neither team can complain here. It's Fauci and the puck in the near corner in the offensive zone. Mustangs look to come away with it. They throw it through the blue paint. Coronati has it at the far point. 1:03 left to go. Puck comes on net. No deflection, so the Mustangs able to kick that one out and nearly escape the zone, but it was Fauci who intercepted. He gets it, passes it over, and that puck rolls between some leg pads. It's in. Oh, that puck was in. It was an early whistle there from the officials, who have done the Stars no favors in this first period on the penalty calls. And so despite the fact that the puck crossed the end line, the officials will say the whistle went first. And so with 52.1 seconds left to go in the first, it's still Mustangs 1, Stars nothing. And it's a Stars face-off win. They fire that in off a shin guard. It was Zimmage took that shot, hit a body in front, never made it all the way through. Gorloff now feathers it up through the neutral zone. Tracking back was McCarthy. McCarthy tries to send it farther. He finds Nicolaitis, who dumps into the offensive zone. It'll be the Mustangs for the puck at the far corner. They work it to the near side. McCarthy gets in the way of that one. He kicks it farther. Turning now is Nicolaitis. Tight angle shot fought off by the Mustangs netminder. It was Zimmage nearly on the loose change, but instead the Mustangs will come the other way. The Mustangs build up some speed into the offensive zone. Come the Mustangs. And they're all the way in now to the side of the cage. Gorloff able to push his man wide there. The Mustangs come away. They throw it in. Speaker's going to cover up on that one with 9.4 left to go in the first. It's a defensive zone draw here for the Stars. Well, it'll be Nicolaitis at the near circle. Nicolaitis ties up his man. That puck sits at the circle. It'll come up towards Zimmage, sends it out of the zone. That should do it for the first period. And there goes the buzzer. After one, it's the Mustangs 1, the Stars nothing. Stick around. We're going to put 15 more minutes on the board. Do it all over again for the period of the long change from Abe Stark in Coney Island, Brooklyn. He can't. He's going to. All right, well, it's intermission here, and we can wish Lillian another happy birthday and a second person here at Abe Stark. It's Miss Sandy Pizarro hiding behind the happy birthday balloon. We'll get here eventually. Hang on. There it is, MRS, MKS. Happy birthday, Sandy, from everybody here at Midnight Sports. All right, period number 2 coming on up. From the boardwalk, the Stars need a win here today. A tie doesn't do much for them in the standings, and so expect them to push and push in this game to try and turn around what the scoreboard looks like. Right now, it's Mustangs 1, Stars nothing. 15 on the board. Shots 8-4 in the Stars' favor, but it was the Mustangs who had a power play first, and they potted on it. It's now the Mustangs controlling the puck at center ice. Back to their blue line come the Mustangs. Firing forward is Russo. Nearly takes the puck off his man. Tries to work it forward into the offensive zone. He does. Kicks it farther. 2 Mustangs in for support. That puck sits at the advertising boards between a lot of skates. Emerging with it was Russo. He dangled one man, and he gets that puck back on the forehand. He's able to slap it off the end wall toward McCarthy, who tries to cycle it back to him. A lot of sticks and skates in the way, and now it'll be the Mustangs breaking out the other way with speed. Here come the Mustangs. They throw that puck in. Turning for it, though, is Schaefer, as it was Coronati who upended his man in the slot to cut out the threat. Tracking back is Russo. He tries to jam it off the boards and leave it there for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis shovels it farther to the far point. Shot comes in. Speaker might have gotten a leg pad on it. Looked like it might have always been going wide as well. Now Coronati uses the boards to get that up to McCarthy. McCarthy over for Nicolaitis. All alone in the slot. He shoots. He scores! James Nicolaitis ties this one up with 13:59 left to go in the second, and now we're going to get a penalty called here after the goal. Nicolaitis to the box, and a Mustangs counterpart as well. They'll take one from each team. The officials did not like the after action after the goal, and so coincidental minors sees the Stars and the Mustangs both head to the box. It's 5-on-5 hockey, though. And the ensuing face-off after the Stars tie it up. We'll see Zimmich with Bizarro to his left, Schulman to his right. Farrow and Gorloff as the defenders. Bizarro takes that face-off win forward, racks it into the offensive zone, and then fires on the puck. Ties up his man in the near corner. Mustangs man loses his stick, kicks the puck farther that Zimmich takes over. Zimmich now to the side of the net, curls around in front, blind shot. Saved very nicely there by the Mustangs netminder. And so the Stars with a grade A chance, but an even better save by the man in red. And so with 13:43 left to go in the second, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It'll be Zimmich near dot. Wins that to the slot. Gorloff fires in. That one gets caught in some equipment. Never makes it through, and now the race is on. Back to the Stars' blue line. Farrow on the puck. Shovels it on the backhand. Up but not out. It's the Mustangs turning and delaying. Far circle. They're pushed farther by Farrow to the outside. They'll dump on in. That puck's going to come to the side of the cage. And the Stars and Mustangs didn't know much about that weird carom, but we play on. It's Gorloff on the puck, works it up to Schulman. Schulman tries to send it farther for Zimmich. Mustangs in the slot. That's going to be blocker down by Speaker, and then up and out of the zone. And the Mustangs will have to give chase. Puck all the way into the offensive end for the Stars, and it was Bizarro who worked his man off the puck. Trailer shoots it just wide. It was Zimmich who just missed the net on what was a deflected puck nearly on target. It's now the Mustangs breaking into the offensive zone, trying to send it all the way across. It's cut out nicely by Zimmich, who had tracked back. Good defensive work there by the centerman, who pours all the way into the offensive zone. Zimmich goes around a man. On the backhand, he gets hooked. And the Stars will be going to the power play here as soon as the Mustangs touch up with 12:33 left to go in the second. Well, they're even on the scoreboard, but the Stars about to be up a man for the next 2 minutes on the hooking call to the Mustangs. And so 2 minutes and 27 seconds into this second period. It's been all gas, no breaks. And the first power play unit of McCarthy, Coronati, Bizarro, Fauci, and Zimmage over the boards. Fauci works that face-off win forward. Bizarro tries to work it up to the point. Mustangs stick in the way. Bizarro gets it back. He's going to skate in a tight circle in the near corner to try and free up some room. He sends it across. One-timer doesn't connect. Oh, and that puck goes in. How about that? Well, there's such a thing of being in the right place at the right time, and that is exactly what happened as that puck ping-ponged around, and Matthew Fauci knew exactly where to go when the puck was at his feet, and he was able to work that puck into the back of the net. That's a Stars power play goal off the stick of Matthew Fauci. Just like that, it's the Stars 2, the Mustangs 1. Fauci will stay out for this draw. He scored a greasy goal there, and the Stars needed it in a big way. And so the Stars now try to take over in the neutral zone. Russo and Coronati worked it up the strong side of the ice. The Mustangs take over far side of the ice and then go point to point right in front of the Stars bench. Mustangs try to come through the neutral zone. They do. They gain the line, dump on in. That puck's going to be racked all the way around. Schaefer gets to it first on the forehand. Works it up toward Fisher, who tried to stick lift his man. Mustangs corral again, shoot it across the face of the goal, looking for a tip. Russo, though, able to jam it on the backhand up to the point. That puck's going to come all the way around. Schaefer now on the puck. Far side of the ice, skates it up to the blue line. It stays in though. Look out, dangerous spot here for the Mustangs on the forehand. They shoot in. Speaker with the initial save. That puck comes into the equipment, and Speaker throws the big glove over it as the Stars look to protect their goalie in the blue pads with 11:36 left to go in the second. It'll be a defensive zone draw here for the Stars, and the net will be moved back onto its proper position at the goal line after Speaker buying his team just a little bit more time in the defensive zone here, asking the official to take a look. He does, and now it's going to be a face-off to Speaker's left. Clean win there by the Stars. It was Fauci, the goal scorer, able to work that puck to his winger. Now the puck sits near the end boards, now up to the far half wall. It'll be the Mustangs trying to work that across. It's sticked farther by the Stars. Not out of danger just yet. It sits in the slot. Now the far point. Shot in. Speaker with a save. And the puck is going to be cleared up to the blue line. Not out just yet by the Stars. Floating puck is slapped farther eventually. And the Mustangs will have to reset in the neutral zone. Fauci in the way, and he works that puck toward Fisher, who dumps in. Fisher back on the puck, far half wall, on the forehand. Fisher tries to load up. It comes into the slot. It was Fauci who nearly corralled it, but now Fisher jams up that zone breakout. Puck comes up to Farrow. He's able to dump it in just a bit deeper. Russo upends his man at the end boards, and he does so cleanly. Russo will have the puck near half wall, works it up to the point. Turning for it is Farrow. Farrow slaps that wide. No shooting lane for him, so Zimmage fires after it at the far half wall. Rolling puck comes to a Mustang stick, and now they'll come the other way. Will the Long Island Mustangs all the way into the offensive zone now. That puck nearly slapped off a stick, and it was Schulman who did enough to harass the puck off a stick and force a change from the Mustangs. Stars come the other way, skating with that puck all the way into the offensive zone is Zimmage. He splits one man, then two. Puck finally pushed off his stick deep in the zone. It comes all the way across, just out of Schulman's reach. Schulman collects the puck, skates it to the top of the circle, and a poke check carries it out of the zone. 10:09 left to play here in an eventful second. Coronati up for Zimmage. Zimmage corrals that puck. He's got McCarthy going to the net front. Deflection carries it on net, and it was saved again by the Mustangs. Zimmage gets the puck back at the end boards. It's Zimmage on the puck in the near corner, bodied off of it by the Mustangs, who work that puck up to the near half wall, and the breakout will connect for them in the neutral zone. Drop pass does not connect, though. Zimmage takes over again. Zimmage on the forehand, top of the circle, fires in, just misses the cage. It's going to come up off the dasher for Bizarro. Bizarro now on the puck. Tight angle, he works it deeper for McCarthy. McCarthy behind the net, dances just a bit wide. Cycling the puck now are the Stars in the offensive zone. It's two Stars against one Mustang at those end boards. Mustangs working around to the far side of the ice. Schaefer pinches in to keep the zone, feathers it deeper for Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck, tries to dance past a man, beats the first but not the second, and the puck comes up to the top of the slot, not out. Coronati fires that in. Deflection's going to carry that wide of the cage. Bizarro smartly didn't touch that with a high stick. Bizarro tries to work that deeper. Mustangs throw that up towards Schaefer, who had pinched in to keep the zone, but overcovering was Coronati, who jammed up his man at the advertising boards, and the Stars get back in numbers. Puck at the far side of the ice, and the Stars trying to cut out any threat. Schaefer works that deeper for Zimmage, who was deputizing back there as a defender. And so it'll be Zimmage on the puck. He's going to skate this all the way through the neutral zone, again into the offensive zone. Slapper high of the cage. The Mustangs look to take over in the offensive zone. McCarthy had gotten in the way. Coronati doesn't get full freight on that slapper. The Stars will dump in and make a change while in the offensive zone here with 8:30 left to go in the second. It's now the Mustangs breaking out of the zone. Tapped farther by Farrow for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis back into the offensive zone, just a bit offside. And so with 8:21 left to go in the second, it's a face-off. Should come just outside the Mustang zone. Well, we'll see just what's going on here, as it looks like there's a neck guard issue for one of the players. Well, Olivia, we're big fans too. Thanks so much for watching us here on Midnight Sports. We hope you have a great day too. All right, it's Fisher taking that face-off win, trying to eject it out of the Stars zone. Rolling puck comes over toward Farrow. Farrow now into the offensive zone. Farrow, soft shot in on net, kicked aside by the Mustangs. Farrow was looking to fool the netminder as it was a no-look shot, but the Mustangs were keen to it. It's Nicolaitis dumping in. Mustangs take over in their own zone. They work it out of the zone again, but only so far as Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck, sends that across the ice. Coming forward for it is Gorloff. Gorloff through the neutral zone. Pokecheck takes it away from him, and so Bizarro picks it up at the logo. Bizarro skates that across the ice. He'll curl back to his own blue line and work that over for Gorloff. Gorloff up for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis looking for Fisher, who is just a bit offside after the deflection. Carries it to the blue line, but not over in time for the Stars. 7:32, almost exactly halfway through this game. We can't thank you enough for joining us here on Midnight Sports on a very special edition of Monday Night Hockey from Abe Stark in Coney Island, Brooklyn. And so it'll be Matthew Fauci at the dot, winning that over toward Russo. Takes a hit to dump that puck in, but dump it in he does. Schulman on the forecheck, nearly takes the puck off his man. Fauci able to work it up to the point. Schaefer shoots in, it hits a body, and now it's going to be sent out of the zone. Bouncing puck at the blue line. It was Fauci, who's having himself a game, trying to carry it across the blue line there. The Mustangs come in, they shoot in. Speaker kicks that aside. Tried to stick it over to the corner, but the leg pad caught it. And so now it's Coronati all the way into the offensive zone. Coronati across, bouncing puck in the blue paint. Mustangs first to it, as the Mustangs netminder had pulled Russo down, or vice versa, behind the play. And now it's the Stars trying to get the puck up and out of their zone. It's worked up to Coronati, but we'll get a stoppage in play here as there is a Mustangs equipment issue. And so we'll delay here at 6:48 left to go in the second. It's Stars 2, Mustangs 1. And of course, player safety is paramount in all of these games. And so the delay made perfect sense for the Mustangs netminder. It's Fauci at the near dot in the neutral zone. Works that puck all the way to the advertising board. Schaefer in a foot race now, trying to ease that puck into the neutral zone. He does exactly that. The Mustangs, though, come right back the other way. Across the blue line they come. Momentum carries it there. No real tight offside call there, and so we play on. It's jammed farther. Coronati, big shin guard, keeps that from being a Mustangs player all alone in front of Speaker. And now Coronati skates it in the offensive zone. Streaking toward the net there are the Stars. Trying to fire it across toward Schulman was Coronati. That puck missed everybody's stick, though, and so it's the Stars looking to keep the zone. The Mustangs working up to the blue line, but not out. Settling it is Coronati. Coronati over for Schulman. Schulman with a little time and space. Goes glove side. Rolling puck is still loose. Schulman all the way around. Tries to throw it in front. It's tapped farther, but it's kicked out by the Mustangs. Not sure whether that was the netminder or it was the Mustangs defender, but Fauci gets back first, shovels it farther, doesn't get bodied off the puck. He does get hooked. He's going to buy a penalty here on the Mustangs, who otherwise would have been in all alone. Matthew Fauci continues his very strong game, buying the Stars a penalty in the defensive zone with 5:46 left to go in the second. Stars up a goal, up a man now for the hooking call against the Mustangs for the next 2 minutes. Well, Stars 1 for 1 so far on the power play here tonight. And they'll look to add to that tally with Schulman, Bizarro, Nicolaitis, Zimmage, and McCarthy. out there as the 5 skaters. A 5 forward lineup right now, although there are 3 skaters missing from the Stars here tonight, so some folks are deputizing as D-men. It's Bizarro with a lot of time and space. Shoots! That one goes off the glove and then over the net of the Mustang netminder. It's Nicolaitis trying to find some space, but instead that puck's going to be worked all the way out, and it's not going to come in on net, and so it'll go for an icing with 5:29 left to go in the second. 1:43 left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Same 5 skaters will stay out there. Most Midnight Sports viewers know by now, Sammy Schulman, a former defenseman, out there playing that role on power play unit number 1 right now. Puck does come to Schulman on the clean win by the Stars. Schulman back over for McCarthy. Got handcuffed just a bit by the puck. Nicolaitis works it back up to McCarthy at the far half wall. McCarthy takes the puck off his man, and it's the Stars nearly in, but instead the Mustangs able to jam up the play. Mustangs now look to come the other way. That puck comes back into the Mustang zone, and truly for the Stars, that was merciful as it rolled across the blue line. It'll go for an offside instead of an odd man rush back the other way for the Mustangs. LIAHL, Zimmich, Nicolaitis, McCarthy, Bizarro, and Coronati now as the 5 skaters out there for the home team. Coronati takes that face-off win back toward his blue line. Will edge his way over to the near side and then flip it over for McCarthy. McCarthy into the zone. Drop pass there for Coronati. Shoots in. Stars looking for a deflection. And that puck's going to be racked around the end boards. Nicolaitis shovels that up toward McCarthy. Puck flies up in the air, but settling it down was Zimmich. Zimmich on the backhand. Shields the puck, bodies it, and McCarthy calls for it. Coronati gets it to him. Bumper shot, stick lift nicely by the Mustangs. No one-timer coming. Bizarro back on the puck. 48 seconds left to go on the man advantage as Bizarro will curl, work it up off the boards for Coronati. Coronati back for Bizarro. Bizarro top of the near circle toward the bumper. Zimmich all alone on the backhand, throws it across. Nicolaitis tries to settle it down. And that puck still remains live. It's the Stars now back on the puck, trying to send that across. The Mustangs try to escape the zone, but it was Bizarro who picked that puck up. He curls toward the slot, comes off his stick, and now the Mustangs do fire that up and out. This one's going to be on net, and so it comes up to Speaker, who passes it up for Coronati. Coronati all the way up on a quick up for McCarthy. McCarthy for Zimmich. 14 seconds left to go. One last rush here for the Stars on the man advantage. It's Zimmich back on the puck, stalks in on the backhand, finds Nicolaitis and shoots and scores! Oh, baby! The Stars, with just 6 seconds left on the man advantage, find the back of the net, and they double their lead with 3:52 remaining to go here in the second. It's Stars 3, Mustangs 1. Well, the Stars 2 for 2 on the power play, and the ensuing faceoff. We'll see Fauci at the logo to take. He's got Russo to his left and Fisher to his right. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey after the Stars converted at the end of that power play. It'll be Farrow and Gorloff as the defenders. That puck won forward. Fisher fires in the offensive zone. He's nearly all alone there. Tries to stick handle around the netminder, and it rolls off his stick. And so Fisher picks it back up, throws it toward Russo. Russo on the puck, shovels that over toward Gorloff. Gorloff now fires in, but it hits a Mustang stick, and they send that up and out of the zone. No icing on this one, as it was a good clearance by the Mustangs. Didn't have enough velocity to carry it all the way down. Gorloff on the puck, on the backhand, able to flick that up toward Fauci, and now Russo. Rolling puck at the offensive blue line for the Stars. Russo takes a big hit, but he works it into the zone. It's Fauci on the forehand, all the way behind the net, left there for Fisher. Fisher curls with the puck. Fisher still on the puck toward the slot, thinks about firing, one-timer in. Fauci's shot is saved, thrown back toward the slot. Fisher gets it on the forehand, shoots just wide. Russo gets it back, hits the side of the cage, and now the Mustangs desperate to clear the puck. The Mustangs, though, can't get past Farrow in the offensive zone. Farrow with a drop pass, and then Fisher over for Fauci. Fauci throws that in deep for Russo. Russo tries to turn with the puck. He shoots in, and that's going to be saved by the Mustangs. A nice save there by the man in red. And with 2:45 remaining in the second, it was Russo who was able to pull that puck down off the chest like a soccer player and shot off. But the Mustangs stand tall. And so, ensuing faceoff, we'll see Zimmich to take the draw. Schulman to his left, Bizarro to his right. It's a clean win by Zimmage. Bizarro stalks toward the top of the slot, works it over to Coronado, fires in, deflection right into the glove of the Mustangs netminder. A nice save. And we'll do it all over again from the near side of the ice. And it will be Zimmage to take one forward. Mustangs fire that up to the point, and now we're able to skate that out of the zone. Rolling puck comes all the way into the Stars zone. It's Schaefer first to the puck. He's able to beat his man, upend him there, and work the puck over to Coronati. Well, we're going to start calling that a Thomas Schaefer hat trick because he's done it so many times this season. It's Coronati up for Zimmage. Zimmage tries to return the favor. Mustangs, though, send that up and out of the zone. It's Bizarro on the puck at the logo. He splits some defenders. He gets the puck back. Looked like he had maybe left it out a little bit too far in front, but the Mustangs with 4 skaters eventually corral it until it gets to Zimmage. Zimmage takes the puck off his man, fires in. That's going to be sticked aside and then covered up by the Mustangs netminder. 1:58 left to play here in the second. Offensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Well, folks, a reminder, the Stars are back in action this coming weekend. Double header across 2 days against the Long Island Edge. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You'll get all the updates of Stars hockey and when the broadcasts are right on that Instagram page. It's McCarthy picking up the puck at the near circle, working it up to Farrow, who plays pitch and catch with McCarthy. McCarthy will skate up and on a backhand pass find Russo with some time and space. Russo nearly picks out McCarthy, who is streaking through the slot. Nikolaitis will pick it up far side of the ice, works it down low for McCarthy, who gets bodied by 2 Mustangs, and the Mustangs look to break out. Nikolaitis tries to keep the puck in the zone, but the Mustangs able to get it across the blue line. It's racked just a bit deeper by Gorloff, and Russo will pick it up. Into the offensive zone comes Russo. 80 seconds left to play here in the second. Russo shovels that across, comes up to Gorloff. All alone is Nikolaitis. Oh, a good blocker save there by the Mustangs, and now Russo tries to keep the zone. The Mustangs working up to Farrow, but not out. Floating puck comes right back into the slot. Mustangs on that puck. McCarthy is a puck hound out there and works it over to Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis back for Russo. Floating puck comes in. Oh, it's touched home by Nikolaitis. That's a James Nikolaitis hat trick. Happy birthday, Lillian. Who needs presents when your grandson can get you a hat trick? 56.5 left to go here in the second. It's Stars 4, Mustangs 1. Well, ensuing face-off. See Fisher, Fauci, Schaefer, Bizarro, and Coronati as the 5 skaters in home white jerseys. Puck sits at the logo. Bizarro carries it in the offensive zone. It's a mini break. Bizarro all the way in. Oh, and the puck's loose, and it's shoveled against the side of the net. The Mustangs had dove all the way across the net to keep it protected. And so onward we play here. The Stars thought they were in. The Mustangs scrambled, and they were able to keep that puck out of the zone. Now that rolling puck in front of the Stars bench comes up to the neutral zone. It's 30 seconds left to play here as the puck is racked off the advertising boards. Now the puck comes in, and it's Fisher who has his stick grabbed the whole time. And so onward we play. No arm raised. And Fisher curls with the puck, works that over towards Schaefer. Schaefer takes a big hit there. Fauci on the puck into the offensive zone. Fauci looking for Bizarro in the slot, but it is Fisher coming up with the puck. Shot comes in, and there goes the buzzer. After 2, it's the Stars 4, the Mustangs 1. Stick around. We're going to do it all over again right here. 15 minutes on the board for the third period. This is Midnight Sports. All right, 15 minutes on the board as promised. When have we ever lied to you right here on Midnight Sports? It's Fauci at the logo. We're going to do it one last time. Stars try to win that forward, and the Mustangs will come away with it and throw it to the near side of the ice. It's now the Mustangs. Some good passing tape to tape, but they're forced back to their own blue line by Russo. Now they work it up off the advertising boards, but Farrell able to send it right back out of the zone. The Mustangs have to delay, and they can't delay long enough because it was McCarthy who was able to force an early pass from the Mustangs. They go offside just 19 seconds into this one. And so, it's a face-off in the neutral zone. Fauci to take, far side of the ice. Fauci, clean win to Farrell, who sends that up and out of the zone. Mustangs will send it right back the other way, but only so far as McCarthy. Now McCarthy gets on his horse into the offensive zone, loads up, shoots just wide of the cage. Fauci tries to pick up that rebound. He gets slapped down to the ice from a stick, but it was coincidental. Now the Mustangs in on a mini break. Gorloff able to cover up his man, and Speaker jumps right on top of it. Gorloff does very well to cut out the threat, and Speaker does his best slip and slide impression, throws the big blue mitt on it, and cuts out the threat for a defensive zone draw. Yeah, it'll be Nicolaitis, far dot. Fisher in the slot, joined by Schaefer. Bizarro on the far side of the ice, and Coronati takes that face-off win, works it around for Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck, works it up the center of the ice. Nifty play by Nicolaitis, sends Fisher free. It's Fisher all the way out, sends it across for Bizarro, into the back of the net. That's a New York Stars goal. And just like that, it was Nicolaitis for Fisher for Bizarro with 14:06 left to go in the third. Stars 5, Mustangs 1. Well. Stars are off and running. 54 seconds into this third period. Ensuing faceoff sees Nicolaitis at the logo. He works it up for Bizarro, who taps it farther into the offensive zone. And the Mustangs work it up past the blue line, but not past Coronati, who goes point to point for Schaefer. Schaefer up the center of the ice, tries to find Nicolaitis there. He does, as Nicolaitis shovels that on the backhand deep into the offensive zone. Fisher on the forecheck. It's behind his own net, works that up, the Mustangs do, to the far half wall. Pinching in momentarily was Nicolaitis, who had gummed up the pass long enough for the Stars to take over in the neutral zone. The Stars try to go farther with it. Puck pinballs around in the neutral zone, but Bizarro comes away with it. It's now Bizarro at the near half wall into the offensive zone. Bizarro curls with it on the forehand, looking toward the slot. He finds Coronati, far side of the ice. Slapper comes in, fought off by the Mustangs goaltender, who it must be said has played very well here tonight. It's the Mustangs, far side of the ice, on the puck there. They'll turn with it, but it is Nicolaitis taking the puck off his man, throwing it toward the slot. Bizarro sends it across the ice, looking there for Fisher. Fired in by Nicolaitis. He's going to get another shot at it, and that one sticked aside by the Mustangs netminder after the initial block by the Mustangs defenders. Nicolaitis keeps the zone with Schaefer and dumps that puck in deeper. Now it's Fisher picking up that puck in the far corner, turning with it. Rolling puck will find Schaefer. Schaefer back deeper into the zone as the Stars are making a partial change while in the offensive zone. The Mustangs will come away with it. They're tired. They'll have to go for a change here as that puck is sent deep into the offensive zone of the Mustangs. Schaefer works that over to the near side of the ice. Bizarro waits for it there. He's able to hold, stop, delay, work past one man, then two, still on the puck, turning with it, dumps it just a bit deeper after taking a hit, and so Zimmage skates this puck up to the near circle and now all the way out of the zone. It's Zimmage on the puck through the center of the ice, but breaking in just a moment too soon were the Stars. So with 12-11 left to go in the third, it's a face-off just outside the Mustang zone. In any event, next weekend, as we were saying, it's a Long Island Edge. First, a game here in Coney Island, and then a game out in Soyasset against the Edge Saturday and Sunday. And subject to carrier restrictions, Midnight Sports will have all the coverage for you. And we'll have the details for you. But at first, it's Oliver Zimmage. Oh boy, with a bottle popper slapper from the slot. Zimmage able to tuck that one home, top shelf. And he caught the bottle on top of the net, did Oliver Zimmage. turning this into a 6-1 Stars lead here in the third period with 12:04 remaining. Well, that puck was rolling on end, and Ollie Zimmich knew exactly what to do with it, and he put it top shelf in the back of the net. It'll now be the Mustangs in their own zone trying to break out. Zimmich, though, in the way, trying to combine there with Schulman, and that puck's going to roll out of the zone, so Zimmich tracks back for it at the logo. He skates it to the far side of the ice, breaks right back in, dances around a big hit, finds Russo near side of the ice, tries to pick the corner, goes just a bit high and wide. Mustangs now look to get this puck up and out of the zone, unable to do so at first as the Stars are in the way. Looks like it was Farrow who'd come in to jam up that zone breakout, and now the Stars in through Schulman. Schulman has Russo in the slot, tries to find him. Puck takes a deflection on the pass, and so the Mustangs try to work it to the near side of the ice. Russo cuts out that pass, and the puck eventually does roll toward the blue line, but Steph Gorloff able to body his man off the puck and send it back toward Farrow. Farrow now on the puck, sends it up and out of the zone. Mustangs will break right back in. On the forehand, the Mustangs send that shot wide. It took a bit of a deflection, and so Gorloff collects, reverses over after taking a hit to Farrow. Farrow on the forehand, tries to go around a man, rolling puck, couldn't settle down, so instead he'll turn and reverse for Gorloff. Gorloff up the near side of the ice, just out of McCarthy's reach. Mustangs reset at their blue line, but we're going to get a stoppage in play here. We'll see who's going to the box. As the Mustangs had touched up, looks like it'll be a man in red for interference on the near side of the ice. 10:43 left to go in the third. Stars with a 5-goal lead, now up a man for the next 2 minutes. Power play unit number 1 comes over the boards. It'll be McCarthy, Nicolaitis, Zimmich, Coronati, and Bizarro as the 5 skaters. Zimmich on his strong side, near side of the ice. Wins that on his backhand toward McCarthy, who has but one option to jam it deep for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis, far corner, works that up for Bizarro. Bizarro turns, spins with it, buys himself some space, works it over for Coronati, who sends it deeper for McCarthy. McCarthy collects that puck and dumps it deeper for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis over for Zimmich. Zimmich shoots just high of the cage. Bizarro chopped that off the ice and back to the far point. Coronati walks the line. Back to Bizarro. Bizarro will curl in this time. On the forehand, tries to send that across. Back door to Nicolaitis. It gets cut out. Rolling puck comes to Zimmich, who shoots just a bit high and wide. It's the Mustangs trying to get this puck up and out of the zone. They can't get past Coronati, who's able to kick the puck farther. It's eventually going to roll to a Mustang stick. We'll see if they fire this up and out. No, it's Zimmich who keeps the zone this time. Zimmich on the puck, far side of the ice. Works it for Bizarro, sends it up to Coronati. Coronati now, slapper in. That puck's deflected wide of the cage. It's Nicolaitis who picks it up at the near corner. Nicolaitis, side of the cage, works that up on a backhand. It's Zimmich who shoots and scores. A power play goal for the Stars off the backhand of Oliver Zimmich. And that's 2 in a row for number 37. Extending the Stars lead 7-1 with 9:34 remaining in the third. It'll be Fauci, Fisher, Schulman as the forwards on the ensuing faceoff. Gorloff and Farrow as the defenders. Fauci, clean win back. It's chipped into the offensive zone by the Mustangs. Farrow able to collect that puck, though, and work it up towards Schulman. Kept in the zone by the Mustangs. Puck dumped a bit deeper. Farrow chops it out of the air, works it to the far side of the ice. Schulman self-pass off the boards and then sends it out of the zone. Fisher's going to break into the zone here. Fauci tries to tap it farther for him. And then it's Schulman working it down low for Fisher, who dances around. Loose puck. Oh, the Mustangs able to get stick on puck after a wonderful save by the Mustangs netminder at first. It's the Mustangs defenders who keep that puck out of the back of the net. And so the team in red will turn for it, far side of the ice. Can't get it quite out of the zone. Farrow now on the puck, works that deeper, shoots it in, just wide of the cage. Mustangs will turn for it, near side of the ice, and try and work it up and out of the zone. They're able to get it across the blue line. Gorloff bodies his man there, turns the puck the other way. Fisher sends it across the ice, and then it's jammed in by Schulman, so the Stars can get a partial change. It's a puck that comes up to the far side of the ice. Nicolaitis taps it farther. Now he's in business in the low slot. Nicolaitis shoots. That's saved off the face mask and chest. Comes up toward the slot. It's feathered in to the back of the net. That's Dominic Bizarro, who's able to saucer that over the Mustangs leg pad and shoot and score with 8:26 left to go. It's a Stars goal. Stars 8, Mustangs 1. Well, should this scoreline hold, it will see the Stars take over the 3 seed for the state playdown tournament that starts March 8th from the Westchester Skating Academy in Elmhurst, New York. The Stars would take on the New Rochelle Lightning in that opening round Friday morning game. And it's the Stars who want more. They shoot in. That shot from Russo saved nicely by the Mustangs. And again, we'll have all the coverage for you of that playdown tournament right here on Midnight Sports. Carrier restrictions, of course, apply. It's now the Mustangs sending that up and out of the zone. Turning and skating stride for stride with his man is Schaefer. Mustangs will take over at the near circle, but getting back was Nicolaitis to cut out the initial threat. Shot comes in, saved by Speaker, and he's kicked it wide. It's now Coronati picking up that puck and sending it up the zone, but not out. Turning forward is Schaefer. Give the Mustangs credit here. They are playing hard, despite being down 7 in the third. And so you love to see it when it comes to youth hockey. It's now Bizarro sending that across, feathered on net by Russo, and a nice save by the Mustangs goaltender. Dumped even deeper. Schaefer for Russo. Russo turns with it near corner, pops off his stick, and the Mustangs look to break out of the zone. They can't get past Schaefer in the neutral zone. Soft pass up, finds Bizarro and Russo right in front of the scorer's table. All the way back to Schaefer. Schaefer across the ice looking for the advertising boards and Fauci. It gets cut out by the Mustangs who break into the offensive zone, but getting back is Image. Nice soft feathered pass. Finds Schulman, who skates it out of the zone. Schulman into the offensive zone. Tries to go farther there. 2 Mustangs converge to take the puck off him and then blow it higher in the neutral zone. Image a little slow to get up here. We'll get a stoppage in play after a very awkward collision at the Stars blue line. And so it is wonderful to see Image back on his skates, skating up and toward the defensive zone under his own power. He already gestured to the bench, shaking his head that he's perfectly fine. He will come off just for a regular line change, it seems, here, as he kicks that skate leg out just to test its flexibility, but looks no worse for the wear with 6:54 left to go here in the third. It's Fauci trying to win that on the backhand. Mustangs emerge with it, and they throw that all the way across the zone. Now picking that puck up and slapping it farther is Gorloff. Mustangs dump it deeper once again. Near circle at the top. Mustangs toward the slot. Breaking in are the Mustangs. Far circle. Can't quite corral it, and it was Farrow who had done enough to jam up his man to allow Speaker to throw the big mitt on it. With 6:36 left to go in the third. It's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. That puck is fired forward by the Mustangs, and Speaker again will just do a little hungry hippos on the puck and eat it up with the glove. And so we'll do it all over again at the far circle. Remember that one, hungry hippos? That was a fun one. In any event, it's the Mustangs firing that in, but off Russo with what must be his 4th shot block of the evening. Up 7, 6.5 minutes left to go. Anthony Russo showing why he's got that alternate Captain A on his jersey. Still blocking shots late in this one. It's now the Mustangs on the puck in the neutral zone, working it up the strong side of the ice. Gorlov returns that puck up to Russo. Russo settles that puck down, gains the offensive zone, and skates it across the ice to allow the Stars to pour in. He feathers a soft shot in on the backhand that was cut out by a Mustangs defenseman. And the Mustangs will look to get this puck up and out of the zone once they can get it out of their skates. Instead, they'll reverse to the near side of the ice. Mustangs there first. Throw that puck up and out of the zone. And now the Mustangs look to have a mini break on. The Mustangs in. And they shoot wide of the cage. It was Farrow who had gotten back. And Speaker stood strong, at the top of the blue paint to force that shot wide. And now the Mustangs look to set up again. Gorloff bodies his man there at the glass. It's kicked farther and then sits under the equipment, but it's still loose. Onward we play. Puck comes up to Russo after Gorloff had done a number on his man. Russo able to flick that up and out of the zone. It's Schulman on the forecheck, forces his man to turn deeper into the Mustangs zone. Bouncing puck, settled by Nikolaitis. Into the slot comes Nikolaitis. Oh, he gets taken out of the play there. No arm raised as he took a stick right to the hip. He had broken in and released the puck. Could have called a slash, a hook, or anything else, but we'll see if there's any paperwork coming. Doesn't look like it. And so it's just a face-off for the offside call outside the Stars zone. 5 minutes even left to play late on a Monday night. And so it will be the Stars working that puck to the far side of the ice into the offensive zone. Comes Bizarro. He shoots that up, and it's slapped down in the near corner. Nikolaitis upended there and takes a puck to the body for his troubles. And so we'll see. Someone's going to the box as the puck was caught between two players. Well, no penalty door open just yet. Looks like it's just going to be a puck that comes out of the zone instead. Kind of a King Solomon's baby decision there. Didn't want to send a Mustangs player to the box for slapping it right into Nikolaitis' midsection, but also didn't want to reward the Mustangs for the shot pass attempt. And so it was a face-off as the temperature got cooled down just a bit. It's now the Stars breaking back into the offensive zone. Bizarro loads up on the wrist, shoots in. No real shooting lane other than directly at the goaltender there as the Mustangs defender had cut out any near post shot. And so with 4:21 left to go in the third, our thanks to all the Midnight Sports viewers out there that tuned in for this Monday night edition of Prestige Stars Hockey for the LIAHL Q game. Call them what you will. The New York Stars, the Prestige Stars, they're the same skaters, just under different charters. In any event, it's Fairhow firing in, and that one's going to be eaten up by the Mustangs netminder. So we'll do it all over again with 4:16 left to play. After a flurry from the Mustangs late in the first period, it's largely been a Stars hockey game here at Abe Stark, and it's Zimmage now curling with the puck, trying to work that toward the net front. Not covered yet as it's still loose. It's fired in, saved nicely by the Long Island Mustangs netminder, and the Mustangs will break out the other way. Rolling puck finds Gorloff in the defensive zone. Still 4 minutes left to play here from Abe Stark, and the Mustangs still skating hard. Zimmage comes away with the puck. He's got Russo across the ice. He'll drop it there for Fauci, who shoots in, and that one's shrugged off by the Mustangs netminder, who quickly gets across. A wonderful save there as the Mustangs goalie threw the big paddle out and cut out what looked to be a surefire goal there from the Stars. So 3:44 left to go. It will be a Stars offensive zone draw. Fauci at the far dot. He's got Zimmage out there with him. Russo in the slot. Schaefer and Coronati as the defenders. Puck is sent deep by the Stars. Mustangs use the corner and Dasher to try and get it up and out. Zimmage able to keep the zone. He turns for it. Puck's at his skates, but he's getting bodied by a man, so Fauci in for support. Returns it over to Zimmage. Fauci takes over again. Sends that across. Russo tries to chip it on net. Just a little too hot to handle. Rolling puck's going to come all the way out of the zone. 3:21 left to play here, as it was a nice touch pass there by Coronati for Schaefer. Schaefer up for Fauci. Back for Schaefer. Over to Coronati. Coronati all the way back to Zimmage. Zimmage on the puck. Works it wide for Coronati, who's got a little bit of ice in front of him this time. He gains the line and gains the offensive zone. Looks across the ice, finds Fauci, tries to settle that puck down. Rolls off his stick, so he gets it back, jams it toward the slot. Two Mustangs in the way. See them take over the puck and send it to the far side of the ice. It's the Mustangs now on the puck. They skate it out of the zone toward their offensive zone now. They try to load up on the forehand. They're bodied by Coronati, are the Mustangs. Far side of the ice, and coming back was Zimmage for support. Zimmage on the puck, on the backhand. He curls around a man, and he's going to skate this up and out. 2:33 left to play here from Abe Stark. Zimmage all the way into the offensive zone. All the way there. He rounds the netminder. He shoots, and he scores. Oliver Zimmage, shot out of a cannon, shoots and scores with 2:27 left to go in the third period. But that looks to us like a hat trick from here. He had the bottle popper, he had the backhand, and now he had the breakaway forehand. And so Oliver Zimmich showing his versatility on his goal scoring here tonight. Puck comes in, fired on net there by Bizarro, saved nicely by the Mustangs. It's a 9-1 hockey game here at Abe Stark. The Mustangs will get this up and out of the zone. Mustangs into the offensive end. Drop pass there, fired on, but it hits a skate. It was fair out with a nice shot block. Now Gorloff throws that up toward the neutral zone. It's the Mustangs on the puck at their own blue line. Fisher on the forecheck forces his man to turn. Mustangs will come the other way with it. It's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Getting back, though, is Bizarro. Try and cut out the threat. That bouncing puck rolls off a stick harmlessly to the near corner. Mustangs try to throw it in front. Gorloff in the way. He had Bizarro for help. Now Gorloff on the puck, sends it up and out of the zone. Finds Schulman. Schulman and Fisher into the offensive end. It's shot in, gloved out of the air and saved nicely. Nearly played there by the Mustangs netminder, but the whistle went first. And so the Mustangs can be disappointed by the quick whistle there, but of course it was the quick whistle early on in this game that kept the puck from crossing the line when the Mustangs had a 1-0 victory. So sometimes the quick whistle gets you and sometimes it helps you, I suppose. In any event, it's Fauci winning that over towards Schulman. 1:28 left to go. Schulman around a man, shoots just wide of the cage. Mustangs take over near the end boards. They rack it to the near side of the ice. It's the Mustangs working that all the way up the left wing toward the offensive zone. And bodying Gorloff, who is able to stand up his man long enough for the puck to roll to the end boards. The Mustangs come out near the front with it. They work it up to the far point. It's the Mustangs on the puck at the far point. They shoot in. Deflection carries that wide. 1:01 left to go in this hockey game as the Stars able to send that up and out of the zone. It's not going to go for an icing. The Mustangs netminder all the way out of the net, skates it up to the blue line, and now the net's empty. Shot in and scored by Sammy Schulman. With 49.3 seconds left to go, Sammy Schulman finds the back of the empty net. And just like that, it's Stars 10, Mustangs 1. If we were at the Civic Arena, it would be time for some free chili. It'll be Fauci at center ice. Russo to his right. Schulman to his left. The Mustangs take that face-off. They rack it off the glass and dump on in. Schaefer takes a look over the shoulder, and he works that puck out. Not scared to take a hit to make a play is Schaefer, and he was able to get that puck up to the blue line and then kick it farther in his own zone over for Coronati, who fires it across the ice for Russo. Russo dances around a hit, dumps that puck in. Out of his net once again is the Mustangs netminder, who fires that up and off the glass. That puck comes up off the dasher. Mustangs able to clear the zone. 17 seconds left to go from Abe Stark as Schaefer nearly bodies his man off the puck, and then Coronati able to do the rest. Puck sits in the high slot. Mustangs look to take over again. They fire it right back into the zone, but with 5 seconds left, that ought to do it for this one from Abe Stark. After 3, we've gone final. It's Stars 10, Mustangs 1. Thanks so much for joining us here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you next weekend as the Stars take on the Long Island Edge. Until then, stay safe.